Welcome back to Science Up Academy, and this is physics from Jamb question. It is under heat energy. So we want to smash down this question now. Alright. The question says a heat coil rated at 1000 watts is used to boil off 0.5 kg of boiling water. The time taken to boil off the water is... Now let me tell you how we are going to have this formula. The heat coil is rated at 1000 watts. Now this coil, there is a particular law in physics that states that heat loss is always equal to the heat that is gained. That heat that is lost from this coil at a power of 1000 watts, that is P, 1000 watts, at a particular time too, T, which is what we are looking for, is used to boil off a mass of a boiling water, which is M, is equal to what? 0.5 kg. And this is the specific latent heat of vaporization of this water too, which is also C, and 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of 6 joule per kilogram. And remember, I said that heat loss is equal to what? Heat gain. Heat lost by what? By this coil. Okay? So that is P times T. Whenever you have a power and a time, it shows that there is an energy or a heat that is lost from that substance or metal or coil. Alright? So it means that heat loss is equal to the mass of the water that is gaining the heat times the specific heat of vaporization, and the formula normally include a change in temperature. If the question includes change in temperature, you can include this. Alright? So now this is how we get this particular formula. The heat that is lost by the coil is PT, and the heat that is gained by this water is MC, change in theta. In case the change in theta, which is the change in temperature, is not found in the question, you can just scrape this out, which is the same thing we want to do now. Do you understand what I mean? Good. So solution, let's solve this out. So PT is equals to MC change in theta, where the power is 1000 watts, the time is unknown, the mass is 0.5 kilogram, and this is C. Let us substitute or plug in these values into this particular formula. So P is 1000 times time, which is unknown, I just leave it as T, is equal to the mass. Mass is 0.5 kg. You don't change this kg, don't go there. You don't change this kg to gram. Times C, which is what? 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of 6. And that is all. Since we've not been given this, I've taken it out. Alright? So let me stand this way. Over 1000 is how we take out this 1000 to have the T only. What Jamb is demanding from you is for you to find this T. Okay? You have to find this time, that time, or to find that time. So how do you do that? Divide both sides with 1000. For this T to be free, to liberate this T, so you divide both sides with 1000. Whatever you do to the left hand side, you must also do to the right hand side. You don't cheat in mathematics. So this takes out this, and T is equals to what? 0.5 times 2.3 times 10 raised to the power of 6 over 1000. This leads us into real mathematics. When I mean real mathematics, a particular topic in mathematics, that is indices. Whenever we have things like this, it is the idea and concept of indices that will help us simplify this without a calculator. Remember that in mathematics, when you have a number base and a power like this, another one, the same base, and the operation is multiplication, what you need to do is take one of the base and sum up the power. So that will be a raised to the power of m plus n. Is that clear? But if you have a raised to the power of m divided by a raised to the power of n, what you are going to do is a raised to the power of m minus n. You use subtraction, you subtract the powers when it is divided and add the powers when it is what? Multiplied. When multiplication is involved. That is it. So now 0.5 times 2.3, we can take this to a standard form. That will be t is equals to 5 times 10 raised to the power of minus 1. How did I get that? You simply take this point to this part and it becomes times 10 raised to the power of minus 1. Let me take you to the light. I don't know if my idiom is correct. So 0.5, let me show you something. In standard form, when you're taking a particular point to the right hand side, you have a negative power. When you're taking it to the left hand side, you have a positive power. Alright, that's why I have this minus 1. How did I have the 1? The number of times you're taking it. If it was 1, 2, 3, 4, it would have been minus 4. If it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it would have been minus 5. Just like that. Is that clear? Now, times the same thing. That's the same thing I'll do here. What do you think will be my answer? You've gotten it? Yes. 23 times 10 raised to the power of what? How many times did we take it? 1. Raised to the power of minus 1, 2. Times 10 raised to the power of 6. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm just using 10. It is a standard. We call it standard form. A 10 is always 10. Alright? Over 10 raised to the power of 3. So that has been expressed in an indices way. Now, let me collect like 10. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, like 5 and 23. Let's just put them like that. Categorize them. Right? So t is equals to 5 times 23 times 10 times 10 minus 1 times 10 raised to the power of 6, all divided by 10 raised to the power of 3. I hope that is clear. Let me use this part. So t will be equal to what? 5 times 3 is what? 15. You write 5, carry 1. 5 times 2 is what? 10 plus this is 11. So we have 115 times 10. 10 raised to the power of 1 times 10 raised to the power of 1 times 10 raised to the power of 6. Let's just take that out and solve specially. Remember this law I told you. When you're multiplying, you add the powers. So that will be 10 minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 6. And that will be 10 minus 1 times minus 1 is minus 2 plus 6. 10 raised to the power of 4 times 10 raised to the power of 4 over 10 raised to the power of 3. And this one has the same base. Remember this law. You subtract the power. So t will be equal to 115 times 10 raised to the power of 4 minus 3. And t will be equal to 115 times 10 raised to the power of 1. Positive 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. So the answer is what? 1150 second. But behold, we cannot find such an answer in this option. We cannot find the answer in this option. The answers are given in standard form. So remember what I told you about standard form. You have to take standard form. You just this answer I've given you 1150. There's always a 0.0 here, right? I showed you this is a whole number. This is decimal number. So you need to take this point to this base digit to make it standard form and times 10. How many times you took it? If you went to the right hand side, it is negative. If you went to the left hand side, it is positive. So let's do that together. 1, 2, 3. That is 3. So in standard form now, t will be equal to 1.150 times 10 raised to the power of what? We went to the left hand side, so it is going to be positive. How many times did we travel to that left hand side? 3 times. So that will be plus 3. Plus 3. That will be 1.150 times 10 raised to the power of what? 3 seconds. Let's check if we have seen such an answer. A is not the answer. Plus 3, yes. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. And this is the answer. So, thank you for staying with me, and if this video really helped you, do well to share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel, and see you in